Disspare, Street Killers Entertainment CEO, Nerve DJs and Wu-Tang DJ Coalition affiliate for Canada. This is Nappy.
I go by the name of Nappy, from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Street Killers official. And yeah, man, we're here to make some noise.
So could you tell us how you got started in the game?
I got started back in 1984 when I first picked up a set of turntables for my dad. I just did little house parties and things with my friends, and later on we did groups. I used to be in dance groups, so I used to make our mixes and do stuff on our own. And from then, it's been from the age of 10 till now. I'm 42. Been doing it ever since, 32 years.
So since you've been doing this a while, could you tell us the changes that you've seen over the years?
Oh man, from technology to artistry to everything. It's like what you see on TV and what you see on those documentaries, I actually had a chance of living it. So I got to see from music going onto vinyl, to coming off of vinyl, onto digital, to CD, to digital. You know, it's like I used to backpack mixtapes and now I'm backpacking CDs. Like it's just like, yeah, and then machines now have changed from, you used to have a drum machine, sampler, turntables, now everything's built inside into one. You can just carry one thing now, from records to laptops. It's been amazing.
You don't even need an actual board anymore when it comes to softwares. It's all right there in the actual program, so you could just mix and master it by yourself right there. Or
with you can record anywhere now. You don't even need a big studio.
Yeah, you need a mic, a box, and a computer, and you're set.
Do you feel this new way of doing music has hurt the human element with different musicians?
The interaction, yes.
Interaction with the artists?
Now kids are coming back and playing drums and going back to original music and stuff. But a lot of music has changed since digital world's kicked in, because you can just manipulate any sample, loops, and anything into what you want to do. And now people are taking digital packs and making music. So basically it's a generic sounds that are going everywhere. That, to pick up a crisp record and look for that one little sample and to create on like MPCs and touchpads and everything compared to just pushing a mouse, it's it's a huge difference. Like it's just how you want to express yourself in musically. Like if you're a percussionist like I am, I've played all types of instruments, and when I'm playing on turntables, it's just like the same way as playing with an instrument. I get to create certain things. But if you're not physically doing it, it feels awkward to me. Like when you're just letting a computer put it all together for you. Like,
yeah. So, what DJs do you feel made the most impact and helped shape the music industry for hip hop?
Boy, well, Cool Herc, first off. Introducing the sound into the reggae sound aspect of it, and the underground parties and all that, him and Grandmaster flashing that down, to Jam Master Jay, the way he conducted and created while he was on stage, and being an entrepreneur in the streets of the game with the music, to K-Slay, DJ Cannon, Vlad, Violator, stuff I've seen going down the line. Everyone's changed the aspect now to media, multimedia, marketing, like DJ Khaled and stuff. There's a whole different lanes of DJing now, where you got Qbert and everything in the battle world, and Mixmaster Mike and everybody, and then you got the underground K-Slays, Drama, DJ Drama, everybody, and then
that's where I was.
It's just everywhere.
I was with DJ Drama, DJ K-Slay, underground, with my type, and that's kind of what I came upon, was listening to that type of stuff. And then I still had like back home DJ Bunny, and then that's when I met DJ Disspare, and they turned me on to everything that I never thought I could I guess experience, yeah.
Like we got hometown guys who respect like DJ Bunny, shout out, he respects a lot of Canadian hip hop, and like I do. We both play that in Winnipeg. Yeah. So it's just like, but in my mind state, I wanted to branch out and become bigger, just like DTS and JCJY's, Power X, DJ Chemo, Scratch Bastard, like it's guys like that in the game, that DJ Pump and all these others, like changed the aspect, started from scratch, everyone, like it made me feel there's a hole from like Mastermind and everybody down, from Cake, like, you know, from Baby U Sound Crew, Big Blue Sound Crew, you had we branched out, guys got onto doing a label, Universal put out an album. That was the start of us actually putting into what we are now. If you really look at it, where DJs are actually making mixtapes now. The whole art of music has changed into mixtapes. Rappers are putting out mixtapes more than albums. You know, and albums were always considered mixtapes growing up because that was our way of introducing you to the newer artists. You know what I'm saying? So,
speaking of mixtapes, what are your thoughts about the death of Nipsey Hussle?
The death of Nipsey Hussle. Let me touch on that one. Growing up, I looked up to the guy. I listened to all of his music and everything. And when I found out, actually, he was on the phone with one of his mentors, and I said, "Yo, he just lost one of the greatest. Nipsey got shot." And you know, honestly, I felt like I was gonna cry, and I felt like the rest of the world was gonna cry too. And still today, you know, from years now, you're not gonna know what to do with that death. Like, I don't think anybody's gonna know what to do with that death.
Because for the past 10 years, I've been literally working with a lot of the West Coast artists, from Lynch Mob to Cocaine and everybody down the line. And when Nipsey and all these guys started to come up, and YG and everybody, and like Kendrick Lamar when he was K-Dot, like all these guys, new youngins, not too many people was listening to the West Coast hip hop at all, because all you guys were listening to was trap and everything else. So when that was coming up, there was certain, like the DJs like myself and certain guys who were pushing these guys. And in the West Coast of Canada, West Coast music is heavy. Everyone loves the West Coast vibing and bobbing because it's and we're universal. So you got more. You won't hear Snoop as much out here. You won't see them come out here as much as you'll see them in the West Coast. And it's just that vibe that Nipsey and them brought to what we've been trying to do as OGs, to change the game and teach y'all how to do business. Teach y'all that gangbanging and this music thing, yeah, after a while, cops are going to keep coming after you. People are going to keep destroying your persona and everything about that. I got stabbed up for myself being stupid and being involved in both worlds. I went to jail for a few years. I slowed my own career down over stupid shit that I decided to do. It's my bad. Like, the stupid things I decided to do. Because as a youth, I wasn't really taught to go own anything. No one said, "Yo, you making 10 racks and all this stuff. Why don't you guys go buy into a business?" No one said anything to that. Everyone was telling us go play girls and like run around and
That's the thing with
look
Nipsey.
fly and get the hardest cars and thing. And when you got guys like Nipsey, I learned around his age to start changing like that. And positivity ain't good. When you start to change people and you start to put, like when I'm taking him out and teaching him what I do and showing him there's an opportunity which no one my age ever showed me how to get this money real.
Like when I take what he says into perspective and what people like Nipsey have said in perspective, like one of his earlier interviews, the guy looked back at him because what he said is, "What do you want to do with your money?" And he's like, "Assets. I want to buy into some property. You know what I mean? I want to build." And he's like, wait, what? Like say that again for the people? And that's what people need to do is, you know what I mean? Like the cars, the diamonds, the houses, you know, yeah, okay, that's for the moment, but to have that all the time, you have to have some kind of investment, some kind of asset.
That's why we do the music differently, because a lot of people look at when we do this music as the balling aspect, the money and that stuff. Every time we doing music, the money we get is going back to our flights. It's going back to equipment. It's going to get merch. It's going to get things to keep going. The big money will come eventually down the line when the numbers come up and everything goes up. But if you're not we're not the U.S., right? And we're not, and that's a thing a lot of people don't, because when I DJ do marketing in the U.S., you say drop $10,000 and your career changed. Easy. You're telling someone who's Canadian to drop $10,000 American to go change their career. That's basically taking half their livelihood back if they don't have money. You know what I'm saying?
The generation gap. What do you see now with the hip hop scene that you believe that is better and what is worse?
What's better now is there's more outlets. There's more education. There's more things for people to know what to do. What's worse is there's no guidance. There's people are getting jealous of each other for making records and getting bigger than each other and da-da-da. People just don't understand to stay in your lane and grow. You know, it's like, I respect J. Cole. You know, like, the man's done so much in the game, like, and then, you know, it's like, you stay in your lane, you're gonna get somewhere. And when you constantly out there in the world trying to beef on stuff, you end up in a situation like you're gonna be like with Nipsey. And, you know, it's just, that's where you go. That's why I mean, he was a change for all that where everybody needs to unify. We don't have unity in the music game right now. There's sets, there's no unity. Now I hope this changes for a lot of the unity in the game now. Again, before we used to support each other when we were doing shows. Because there was a limited amount of people. There was a limited amount of rappers.
Everywhere you went. When I first started in 2003 at Rossburg House. It was a weekend, you know, it was spring break, and they brought in some of the, I guess, underground hip-hop DJs to come and do a little workshop. And that's when I first started, and I said, you know what, I want to be a hip-hop artist. And back then, everybody was like, let's do it, you know, the support was there. You had people that wanted to help you, you had people that were there to help you, and now it's different. That gap is noticeable. You know, you can notice that gap. You go to somebody nowadays to ask for help on like a personal level, it's not a personal level. They look at it as a way as, okay, well, how can I eat from this? Not how can we eat from this, but both of us. How can I eat from this? And that's the gap from this.
And a lot of it too is that when you're helping people, and especially guys in our positions as DJs, like, you know, that's why the generation gap is.
I was gonna say, and the people in my generation of artists are those ones that, you know, they will ride off your wave for 6 months, and then all of a sudden it's, oh, I did it.
Oh yes.
I've been working in this for so long, and I just started in the past 12 years actually promoting marketing artists. Taking it on serious. I had a group from Winnipeg that actually came to me to start management, and things started to go good. We did events, we did concerts, we opened up for the game when it first came to Winnipeg in the arena. The arena just got built. We were the first hip-hop groups, one of the first hip-hop groups to perform there. I just got out of prison within a week before I walked on stage. And it was just one of those experiences where it's just like, I can't believe I'm doing this right now. You know, and it's just like, and then after that you go, you see how music changes. You see how things are developing technology-wise, interaction, everything's from your phone now, and then everything's going up. So you got more people being models and social media lists instead of perfecting their craft. You know what I'm saying? I can show you rappers that, I swear they're models. Like, their whole Instagram page is basically pictures of them. And I want to know where your music is. What is your next single? Can I see pictures of you in a booth? You know, it's just and it's just, I get it. People want that clout, that all this stuff and everything, but, you don't see Jay-Z and them every day just sitting there taking pictures. There's people taking pictures of them and they're posting it. You know, it's like they have a media team to do that. You know, it's that's why a lot of people think they're people on their social media every day. No, man, they got a camera person who's holding their damn phone with their account, sitting there taking pictures of them.
Account management.
Is there anything you want the world to know about the art of DJing?
Oh, art of DJing. There's so many different aspects of it. How can I put that? For me, DJing is, it's like embracing a woman. And if you ever look at the concept of a turntable, 2 circles look like 2 breasts. Crossfader looks like the middle piece, the body. When you're blending and making music, you're sending out vibes. You're giving birth to music. See, that's what a lot of people don't look at it. It's like, that's why they say hip-hop gives birth to artists and different people. That's why hip-hop is the love of my life. That's a lot of people don't understand is that when it comes to DJing, when I'm in front of a crowd and I get to break a record that you never heard before, or I get to like scratch for a big name artist, or even DJ for big name artists like Twister and Rampage and guys I've actually, or played with Red Alert and certain things, you will never forget those days. The other day I got to scratch with DJ Kubert.
I was gonna
He
say,
signed my
I got to
turntables
open
after.
up for DJ Kubert.
You know what I'm saying?